Good morning, everyone. Hi, and welcome today to School for the Fool. I was inspired to do an alignment reading because we know the whole purpose and point of this is for our energies to become in alignment. So, I just had the lunar energy present while I prepare the reading for the divine feminine energy, and the sun is just rising. We're gonna ask the cards now. What can the divine feminine energy do now to continue to finish getting into alignment for who I've been resonating with, the readings and the divine feminines that I've been connecting with? And I just want to finish doing the work. I am about doing the work, and because that's where the magic actually happens, and it's all about how we do the work and finding the childlike wonder in the moments, not looking at it as work right too. That's part of the process too. Now, we're gonna ask them what we need to do rather than hustle to align. I love this coffee cup. I love it. All right, let's get on with it. This is where the feminine energy is presently at. We'll start here, and then we'll see what we can do to finish working on our alignment right now. Ace of Swords, mental clarity, the light. We really know where the light is right now is feminine energy and telling truths. Working with Source to continue to illuminate. With that sword, just telling one truth after another truth after another truth. Remember, guys, we're always growing, we're always working, we're always a work in process, okay? If we don't grow, we're stagnant, and then when we're stagnant, we die. So we want to be moving. Growing, I guess, rather than moving, right? Oh, whoa, sorry, guys. Five of Pentacles. This is still old energy. This is still moving out of lack of. Ooh, the divine feminine feels this way about her masculine. Divine feminine feels this still in lack of with her masculine. Let me just fix this, guys. 1 second. Going blind. We've got to cut through that lack of that already right here. That's not in alignment. That's not in alignment with unconditional love, and there is still something in between the energies of the masculine and feminine here. And that sword has got to cut through some of it. And that sword is working with Source. That sword is connected to Source. Eight of Pentacles. This is growth at its best. We were just talking about not staying stagnant, being in the flow, creation. The Eight of Pentacles is the feminine energy creating at its best, and I love the light coming out of there from Source, okay? Upside down again, I apologize. Judgment. This is where we're going, right, with all of our hard work and moving from lack of into codependent toxicity, into abundance, into unconditional love, into healing, into stepping into purpose and integration of higher self. Now we have a judgment, okay? A judgment is here, karma's here to be cleansed, and then you have a resurrection after you cleanse your karma, right? Because you get to have a rebirth. That's why judgment is here. That's why they're coming out of the ground and the horn is there. It's all about a death and a rebirth and a cleansing of karma, shifting from ego, darkness into the light, with source and integration of higher self, and that's why the sword is there with all the light, okay? And then the energy at the bottom of the deck, the Five of Swords. I just feel this as the feminine energy just being done of everything, confusion, just laying it all down and going to transform. And I can see the connection to the masculine in here. I can see her connection to self. I can see still the fear still very present, but just the laying down of it, and just like not even being in prayer anymore when you're on prayer on the ground, just being when you just give up to the point of when you're just in prayer and you're just laying back like this and you're just like, yeah, just this is the way it is, and you take in all of it, right? When you look up at the sky right on your back, there's nothing like that. There's nothing like the surrendering of that. You know, so many people say we surrender on our knees, but if you lay down on your back and you just completely surrender and just completely feel the earth beneath you and the sky above you, the feeling of the earth beneath you and the sky above you, and surrendering to that with those swords all through those lotuses, that is where the divine feminine energy is at. There's so much in this card, just where we've been, where we're going, the connection to the universe, the connection to the upper worlds, the connection to the lower worlds, the connection to Middle Earth and the meeting of it, the connection to divine masculine, divine feminine, the laying of it all down and just walking the path. All those swords through those lotuses, the lotuses that bloom in the dark. Guys, I need my son to quiet down. He's having way too much fun with the video games here. Give me a moment. Alrighty. He was having so much fun. But I don't want to ruin this beautiful alignment reading. Thank you for being patient with me. Now, as this is where we're at, let's see where we need to be going. Where do we need to end up to be in alignment, okay? Be in alignment with what's next. The Lord of Shadows. That is death. Number 13, that is death. The Lord of Shadows. This is what we need to be cutting through. We still need to finish transforming here. And as this is extremely important, let's understand exactly why. I jumped to the sun. Got too far ahead of myself. This is a card of change, moving from shadow to light. Some things that have hampered this change are put aside to make the transition possible. The god of nature in this aspect of Lord of Shadows, ruler of the underworld, pauses in the shadows of the forest to watch an elderly man with his grandson walk away from a well with a bucket of water. In early times, the well was a metaphor of life force energy, the magical waters of life that sustained one's creative spirit and joy of being. The man and child show the generations that flow from the water of life, the satisfaction of a life well lived under the bright light of the sun. The Lord of Shadows, with an air of patience and kindness, holds in his hand a twig of yew. His presence suggests a life in transition, with the obstacles to transform being cleared away. There needs to be a clean sweep for the right changes to come to fruition. For only in this way is there progress and improvement. Sometimes this comes as a matter of course in one's life. Refusal to accept a new outlook may engender a loss of hope, a stagnation, or a lack of growth. It is from the cleansing that new optimism arises, removing negative influences and allowing positive ones to enter. Old situations give way to new ones, and the past is left behind as a person moves on, released from prior commitments. When the veil between the worlds is thinnest and all worlds are linked in hollows, there is quite a knowing with this card that cleansing is taking place in one's life, and there is an opportunity to commune with the inner self. From this comes the insight needed to release negativity and take steps toward a positive change and a new direction. Change, moving forward from shadow to light, finding a new meaning in life, a turning point, optimism, removal of obstructions, creating positive changes, new outlook, and actions replace the outmoded. And it's a transformation, right? And that's what the sword is there for, and that's why we need the sword. And it's mental clarity with source. To work with the shadow energy now, right? And to have a death and transformation, and to really, it's like the chance to make everything right for our ancestors, everything right for us, everything right for the people we love. But what a task, hey, what a task to undertake. And as divine feminine, connect as much as you can to the energies, the goddess energies, the moon energies. Fill your cup. Please fill your cup, because this is so hard. Well, so hard. And there's the 10 of chalices, okay? So there's where we're going, guys. Remember when I said that the divine feminine is feeling like in lack of her masculine? We're going to come into alignment, but we have to do the work here. We have to do this first. We're not there yet. We're not there yet. We have to take this sword in here and let go. Let go of whatever these feelings are of this not coming to fruition. Holding on to this so tightly and not letting go and doing the work that needs to be done in the darkness. Like, do not find this as a distraction. You can't get caught up in this energy. You have to do this work here, this work here, this work here. Do not distract yourself with your divine masculine and the worry of lack of this ever even happening. Step into purpose, step into mission. Have faith in yourself of where you're going. And just know that you got to have your own back. Don't torture yourself while you're on your own path. I mean, when you don't have your own back, it kind of makes it hard for anyone else to. Eight of Pentacles, Ace of Chalices, and there it is when I'm saying literally fill your own cup. Like all I keep thinking about this throughout this whole entire reading so far, even as for myself, as what I need to finish doing to get into alignment as I'm on this path with you guys, is I got to keep filling my cup and thinking about what myself too I could be cleansing in the darkness. What am I not listening to, and how am I not filling my cup? What can we be doing to filling our own cups? Because that's really the mission. Working with Source, and that cup is mission. I love that fish that fish just represents those meeting of the two fish. You know, the meeting of the two fish and when that all happens. And I want to be surprised. Like, whoa! The fish are meeting. The fish as in being the divine masculine and feminine, guys. And the Ace of Wands. Okay, this makes complete sense. So now here we're working with getting in alignment with Source and filling our own cups, ourselves, everything that encompasses the oneness within, moving out. This is emotions, guys, too. Emotions, please. Emotions are very important. And then we move to Judgment with a death, a resurrection, a rebirth, and we have the Ace of Wands, the firepower, okay? The spark lit within, the ace, the masculine energy now applied, able to move forward. Forward, we're going forward now. Now, we have the lovely, the Earth Mother. Well, hello there. Hello, Earth Mother. Well, isn't this where we truly need to be in alignment? This is where I see the Divine Feminine right now. 10 of Wands. That's what I see her energy as. This is what her energy needs to transform into and connect with. Remember what I was saying? Connect to these energies. Connect to the Empress. The Empress is the key. The Empress is the key here. The key to being in alignment. The Earth Mother. And for anyone who wants to read up about her at the end, I will put information just about the Earth Mother if you want to go dive deeper into how to finish getting into alignment. Now, what's hidden? Let's know what's hidden here. What's hidden? We're going to get a jump start, okay? This is what's hidden that we're going to be activating. The Rainbow Prince. Compensation, perseverance. And what good is going to come out of it? And we're going to ask the good tarot. So, what good is going to come out of the situation? Let's find out. There it is. Let me make sure it's the right side up, guys. The 10 of Earth. Well, guys, look it. This makes complete sense. Right? Oh no, a card just fell. There's no such thing as accidents. Let's see what it is. The 6 of Fire. Okay, so this is what's being activated and within these hidden realms. That's good. Now, we've got the 10 of Earth, we've got the 6 of Fire, and the Rainbow Prince here. The Rainbow Prince reminds you about the law of compensation and the law of receiving. After the rainstorm you've ensured on your journey, the Rainbow Prince brings you a pot of gold, which is the result of your using all the elements of your inner light and reaching into the sky until you touch the material realm from one end to the other. This isn't always an easy process, and hard work must be rewarded by compensation. When you align yourself with the energy of giving to the highest value, your compensation is inherent in the act itself. But the message here is more than that. The Rainbow Prince says to keep your sights on the sky after the rainstorms that may have upset your life. Follow your bliss to the pot of gold waiting for you. Perseverance pays off, and your reward will be greater than you can imagine. Remember, guys, we were talking about like laying up and looking at the sky? Do that. Feel the earth beneath you and feel the sky above you, okay? The Challenger. The Rainbow Prince is telling you that you need to address how committed you are to your path. Have you been giving of yourself only as means to control the situation? No more of this, guys. His gentle advice is to practice giving fully of yourself. His gentle advice is to practice giving fully of yourself. Devote all of your attention when you're with someone and be completely present in all areas of your life. When you do so, you will receive more than you're trying to get by being in the way of who you are now. Don't give too much. Remember, you got to keep it balanced. Let yourself be vulnerable. Therein lies the great strength. Let yourself be vulnerable. Let go of this let go of your masculine and the worry of how this is all coming to the 10 of Cups. Let it go. Because it's actually not allowing you to be in alignment, and it's holding you back. Now, and we just said, like, we're jumping to abundance, and here's abundance, 10 of Earth. Now, let's read this so you guys can get on your merry ways. Because we have abundance to create. All right, 10 of Earth. Affluence, material abundance, mastery, financial security, inherited wealth, and knowledge. I am now able to step back and observe the results of what I built through my dedication and hard work. I claim ownership of the castles I built that have taken form in the material world. I have achieved mastery and inherited treasures of knowledge and experience thanks to all I have been through. I smile appreciatively at my run of good fortune. And guys, this is what you're doing. This is what you have to get out of this energy. The feminine is leading the way now. So the feminine's building the house. The feminine's building what she's building. It's not the masculine building and then the feminine tending to everything. That's an old template. It's the feminine not being behind the masculine. It's the feminine leading the way. She's in creation right now. Be in creation. That's why you're still in the darkness. Darkness is still creation. The void, right? Don't waste your gifts. Use them. Use your gifts right now. Like, that's the path. Now, we got the 6 of Fire. Oh, we're going to add the firepower to that. Stepping into the limelight. Being an enlightened influencer. Stepping into mission, right? I generously model my transformation so that others might be inspired. I put my light atop a hill so it can shine forth, helping others to find their way. I remain aware of the shadows and people who have trouble asking in the warm light of higher awareness. I bless them, but do not dim my own beacon. It's a time to renew my trust that I am contributing to the highest good of all in my own unique way. That's what I mean. We're leading the vibration of raising the earth, raising the vibration of the collective. It's not just what we're doing in our house. It's not just what we're doing with our divine masculine. Guys, step outside the box. Look around you. This is the freaking universe. This is big. Realize that when you're having a hard day, when you're living in lack of, to shift out of that, just remember how what a big task this actually is. Expand it to see you're raising the vibration for everybody, even my little biscuit boo, who means so much to me. What I do raises the vibration for you. What you do raises the vibration for me. We're all doing it together because we're all here on planet Earth, sharing this beautiful planet together. Let's get in alignment. Thank you for joining me here today at School for the Fool. I will see you again soon. Take care.